I'm not qualified for anything.
Oh.
I'm just in this zone of height. Like, I'm in, you know what I am in? I'm in the zone where nobody sees. Like, I can walk down the street and just people will run into you because it's like right here that people are like, oh, I'm just not gonna look under my chin.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm just gonna keep walking. Oh, a person. Didn't see you there. I'm like, true, because you're not looking down. Like, it sucks. My English teacher used to always ask me how the atmosphere was down here.
Really?
He's like, how's the weather down there? I was like, fuck you.
It's not that, like, you're not that short. Here's the honest truth. I've never looked at you as short.
I am always told that I'm so short.
Really?
And you know what? All of my friends are maybe like an inch, the same height, an inch taller, 2 inches taller.
Really?
It's ridiculous. And everyone's like, oh, okay, get a little one. I'm like, they're like this taller than me.
It's not fair. But
not fair.
Nothing in the modeling business is ever fair.
Well, I don't want to be a model, but like, I'm not even considered any group
You're nothing.
height. I'm nothing.
We got one more point that we're going to go over in our opening chat, and then we'll...
We didn't even go over to the party yet.
Oh, we're going to Skype them.
Oh, right.
You know how it is.
Right.
Things going down tonight.
I forgot.
I had my acting debut on the other day. I do not claim to be an actor whatsoever.
I was just going to say that I've had the exact... I just did the exact same thing, but you're in EFP and I'm in TV studio.
I'm in studio too, but I was acting in someone.
Oh, well, I had to act in TV studio, and I had to go way overboard.
Oh,
but
really?
Continue.
Okay. Yeah, so it was my acting debut, and it was absolutely horrible. But the video is still kind of funny, so, well, take a look.
In a world where being different is the same, and being the same is different, one man will try to have it all, even if it means losing everything. Starring Hugh Grant and Christian Bale.
You don't know me! I know you, Winchester! You don't know anything! Anything!
In times of hardship, one man's quest to freedom is another man's quest to slavery. After being alone in solitaire, all you need is a ticket to freedom.
I just want to be free!
One man will choose to question his God.
I'm questioning you.
When a world that's so dark can bring so much light. When the impossible becomes possible. And when dreams become reality. A story of glory. Triumph. Vanquish. And collapse.
I don't want this anymore.
You never wanted this in the first place, Winchester.
Winner of the coveted Bee with a Hat Award. See? Look, it has a hat. Rolling Stone calls it a movie. Eber and Robert give it 2 thumbs.
I rant, and you never listen! You never listen to my rants!
Coming eventually.
What do you think?
I thought it was funny. Because, like, I've honestly watched it so many times. Because, like, the part where you're just like, I rant, you never listen to my rants. It just gets me every time. Because you're so serious. Like, I don't know. Your acting just kills me. I thought it was so funny. Like, I think you did a good job.
Thank you.
You say you're not an actor.
I never want to be an actor.
You were serious there.
I tried because Sam Davis was pressuring me, and I was like, Christ, I gotta live up to this group.
Anymore. Never wanted to.
I never wanted to in the first place, Winchester. Trust me, I know that friggin' trailer up by heart. That took like 2 days of hard shooting.
I love how that whole trailer is about nothing. Like, in the end, you're just
I don't know. I honestly do not know what it's about.
So what's the movie about? You're like, it's up to you, my friend. I think that's a good movie trailer. You're like, what the hell is this movie about? Maybe I'm gonna go see it now.
Are you gonna see it?
No.
It's not an actual movie. Don't worry about it.
Because the redhead actor just sucks. So.
No.
Just kidding.
Coming up on the show tonight, Allisa Murphy is up next. Also, Skype Roundtable. Stay with us. We're back here on Wake the FM Up with our first first special guest of the night, Allisa Murphy, everybody.
Hello.
She is, what would we deem her? Wake the FM Up's official fashion expert?
You. I think she's just great. I think
a good title.
She's good times.
Fashion expert.
Fashion expert.
I wouldn't
Fashion
call
expert.
myself
You are. She works at H&M. She is a fashion student at Ryerson. That's all you
Fashion
need.
expert.
You know, that's.
I don't think that classifies as a fashion expert.
Hey,
we'll go with
now.
it.
Hey now.
Well, why fashion though? Like, why did you go into that?
I was actually thinking about that today, because I do an internship at a modeling agency. So I was thinking about it today. I was like, literally 8 hours I've spent on like just websites because they're like, hey, do this or edit this. So I'm just like constantly on my computer. And I was looking at like an agency in Calgary where I'm from that my friend used to work at, and I was like, why did I like? And then I remembered back, and I was like, I remember like looking at my friend's modeling pictures, like when I was like 13, and I was like scrolling through, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like I wasn't really thinking that I was interested in it. I was just like doing it to like find my friend's pictures because she was like blowing up as
My
a
best
model.
friend models too, and I was like always like, scrolling through the
Yeah.
website.
So I was doing that, and I was like, I don't know, kind of interested in it, and then I guess it just kind of like formed this like
That's cool.
obsession. I guess.
Cool, but that's a good
No,
thing.
collection
That's
of clothing, but not that I'm a good
Finding something
representation.
that hey, like I think that finding something that like you can get paid for that like rocks to do is like the best thing you could ever find.
Yeah, definitely.
Like my dad was like, the best thing you can do is find something you love and then find someone stupid enough to pay you to do it, and then you're good.
I think that's good.
I
don't know.
It's good.
It's still cold in Toronto, you know. Not that cold, but
Today's nicer.
it was nice.
I haven't
But
gone outside all day.
some people find it hard to, you know, because especially when we're in downtown Toronto, there's a pressure to be trendy, and there's a pressure to look good. And in the cold weather, I guess that makes things more difficult. What tips could you give for our Toronto, any viewers, about cold weather and looking good?
Okay, well, I don't know about you, but I'm from Calgary, so it's freezing. Like today, like I think it's like plus.
Today
or
was
something.
mild, but it's been so cold here though. It's
Yeah,
been so cold.
for sure. But like in Calgary, you wouldn't think about dressing nicely. Like you are dressing to like not get frostbite because it's so cold. So it's been a little bit of a transition for me because I'm like, oh, now that I'm in fashion school, I guess I have to like dress up even in the cold weather, and you see the like Canada Goose coats because people are like so cold, or the like big TNA coats, which I would stay away from. I know that they're like really warm and everything, but I don't know. I don't think
What are your
that they're the
thoughts
most,
on
like,
goose jackets?
Thoughts on goose jackets? I don't know. I was looking for my friend one day, and she has like a TNA coat with like a fur rim, and I was walking through Ryerson campus, and I was like, I thought that she was gonna come meet me, so I was like trying to spot her, but I couldn't because everybody black
has
long coats with zip and the hood, so I was like, this is impossible. Why does everyone have this jacket?
Yeah.
I get it, it's warm, but
Can someone
It's not
explain
that-
the
it's
goose
not that
jacket
great.
to me?
I went on, I was talking with Gabby and Natalie
Yeah.
and Brittany, and we were talking about how the fur on the goose jackets is coyote fur.
yeah.
And it's from their bellies, so they only, I'm trying not to swear, but like they only use their belly fur, and then they just waste coyotes, and they're like harvesting them, and just like slicing their stomachs, and like you can't do that. You
it's
can't
so
waste
bad.
That's ridiculous. And I heard it's like $600 for a jacket.
They're so
Yeah.
expensive.
Where do you get these?
I don't even know,
Literally-
the Bay? Maybe?
Yeah, I think you get them at the Bay.
But
I honestly do.
yeah. But going back on the question of like staying warm in Toronto, I just think like a big scarf, like a big circle scarf or something that just like covers you is like the best thing
Okay.
that you could do.
Okay.
Like a big knitted scarf from, I know my friend has a really good one from Aritzia, so that one's a good one. But as it's transitioning, just get like, I have a trick with it. If you want a circle scarf, because the American Apparel ones are so expensive, they have these really nice scarves, but they're like $50. And who wants to spend $50
American
on
Apparel
an
is so
American?
expensive.
Yeah, so if you ever see those like pashmina stands, I know maybe you want a circle scarf, but if you ever want one, like what I did is I took a pashmina, and it was like cheap ones you can go on. I know there's one down in the Metro College subway station.
Okay.
Yeah.
They sell pashminas for like $5.
Oh my
You take
God.
it, sew the two ends together so it's a big circle so that you don't have to have those little stringy things on the end of your pashminas. Yeah, you just sew it together and then you've got yourself a $5 circle scarf.
Cool beans.
Wow.
Tips right here on the show.
This is why
We
you're
didn't
on the
expect
show. This is why you're here.
I've got a question. Is it possible to overdress? Sometimes I feel like it's possible that I overdress. Whether it's wearing a blazer with my t-shirt to class or...
I don't think you overdress.
You don't think so?
No, I think that when you do dress up nice, like you look nice, you look classy. Like you don't look like
I haven't seen you overdo it yet. But the tip is, I forget who the quote is from. I heard it in one of my lectures, and my friends say it all the time. If you're looking in the mirror and like you're ready to go to class or you're ready to go out or something, the first thing that you see is like if you look in the mirror, the first thing that you see that like pops out or like is too much, if you just like put on a bunch of stuff, that's what you take off. So if like you go in the mirror and like it just looks too busy, then you just like take off, because it's better to have like a minimalist approach to your fashion choices as opposed to like wearing every single trend on your body. So if you're gonna wear like skinny jeans and you're gonna wear like what's big, I don't know, hunter boots, like stuff like that, you don't want to wear too many of the trends, because then you're not necessarily trendy, you're just like trying to
You're just
trendy.
trying to put all of them together.
Yeah, so it just kind of looks like you're trying too hard. So if you wear just like one trend or one thing that you want to try out, just
Now, Katie didn't watch the Grammy Awards, but I'm still going to bring him up anyways. Did you watch?
Yes!
I want to know what you think about the Grammy style, in particular, Lady Gaga and Rihanna.
Ooh, okay. Lady Gaga was a bit of a mystery because she came in an egg.
Yeah.
So
did she come to the actual like red carpet?
Yeah, she had like a whole
Did it have
gang.
wheels or something?
Yeah, they were carrying her in.
They carried her in an egg.
It was ridiculous.
And you couldn't see her. It was like a translucent egg, so you could know that there was someone in there.
Yeah.
But they were carrying her like those like pharaohs, how they would carry pharaohs.
God.
And then she had like a gang
like
around
men?
her.
Were they like men in like Speedos? Because that's what I can imagine her
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, there was men in Speedos, and then there was this like chick
I don't remember.
with like these things
some
glued to her face.
Goddess woman, yeah.
Who knows? But it's Gaga, so
Yeah.
people don't question it. They just go with it. They're like, ooh,
She wore meat once, so like, what do you
conceptual.
expect?
That was gross, yeah.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
I didn't really like her dress. I'm not a big fan of the red hair. Like, it's like pink almost. It's like a magenta.
It's like too red.
It's too much, I think. And then she had this like tiered, sheer-ish dress that went down to the floor. Like, she looked good, but I don't know. Award show fashion isn't necessarily my cup of tea because it's so over the top. But there was some good points.
To close out the interview, do you have any recommendations for myself and Katie?
I'm afraid, so I'm
I'm not gonna be. Oh no, I'm not gonna. Oh, this is putting me on this. Oh yeah, this was one of your questions. Oh my gosh. Ian, I like where you're going. You always ask me like, and I was on your Tumblr, like, right before I got here, and you, like, post little pictures, and you were like, gonna try out this look, and I was like, so good! There was one where you were wearing a black tie with a white collared shirt and a cardigan.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. He wore that, like, a couple days ago. I thought it looked so good.
Really?
So, keep going with that.
Okay.
Dudes are a bit hard to dress, well, I find, just because, like, I'm not really studying menswear in school right now.
Oh.
So, that comes a bit later, or it comes in, like, my classes, but I think what you've got going is good. Like, I'm liking this. I'm liking the whole graphic tee, blazer, pants. I like it.
I appreciate it. I wasn't sure when I did the tie thing the other day, and I did have some buddies of mine ask, like, Ian, where are you off to? Class?
Really? It doesn't matter.
Posh.
You know what?
Posh applesauce, you know?
That's the life I go.
Yeah, Ryerson's one of those schools that, like, you don't see that many people wearing sweatpants to class.
Yeah,
so
that's
I think
true.
why
It
not?
is, yeah.
And I love your approach. I love your little bohemian chic thing you've got going on. I think it's adorable. So I think people should stick true to their personalities. So as I don't know you that well, but I think of how we've interacted, I think it suits you perfectly.
It's been nice.
You guys have had some good experiences, you know, over
Yes, we have, I think.
So
we would explain now, but
yeah, not to go into detail.
Allisa, thanks so much for coming on today. I'm stoked you could, come on and give us some tips.
Yeah.
Coming up next on the show, the Skype Roundtable. Stay with us.